Okay, so this video is going to be showing you how to set up GitHub Desktop and Atom on your computer. These instructions are for Mac, but if you don't have a Mac and you're using Windows, the instructions are going to be very similar throughout here. Okay? The instructions that matter are how you connect to GitHub and how you connect Atom to the GitHub Desktop. Okay? So although the installer will look a little different on the platforms, the post-install configuration should be very similar. So the first thing we need to do is we need to download GitHub Desktop, and we can do that on the GitHub website, address up at the top here. And once it's downloaded, we're going to go ahead and open it. Again, PC, Mac, maybe a little different, but should be fairly straightforward. The other thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and download Atom. Okay? Again, whatever platform you're on, download that version and follow the instructions, which are pretty straightforward. Effectively on the Mac, you're just going to open up the zip file, drag the icon to your applications folder. On Windows, you should be able to just double click it. Okay. Click on the Mac, you're going to have to click open. You might have to accept if you're on the Windows side. Okay. Or say for GitHub Desktop, you're going to sign in to github.com, not Enterprise Server. Okay. So you can sign into GitHub right there. It'll open a web browser and have you sign in with your credentials. As you can see here, I hadn't drug it to my applications folder, but now I have. So now I can open that up. The other thing here is the Atom software. I'm going to open that up and do the same thing. Drag the icon to my applications folder. Do similar on PC. Okay. And so Atom is a text editor that is what I actually use for this class. And so you can use it to do markdown. My bad, markdown. Markdown is the way that I make the materials look nice. Okay. So let's go ahead and go back to GitHub Desktop. I'm going to sign into GitHub. Okay. If you get a pop-up about security here, you can say open. Okay. Sign into GitHub. Okay, and so now it's going to have me sign in with my GitHub credentials. And for this, we just use our normal username and password, okay, for GitHub. This will take a moment. By the way, I do recommend that you consider using two-factor authentication on sites. It is more secure and less likely someone's going to go in and mess with your stuff. But at the same time, you only want to do it if you're confident in your technical abilities to not lock yourself out. All right, so we can configure Git, and this is what goes into the commits. So just like on the command line, but in this case, we can use this address here, which is not a real email address, okay? But this will forward to our email address. So I like to use this anonymous email address, and I like to turn off the stats. Okay. So here I can clone a repository. I can choose it from the list there. I'll just choose my project repository. And now it's going to direct me back to the GitHub application. Okay. I'm not actually going to connect Adam this way. This is a little bit of an error in the video, but you'll see in a second, I'm going to do it over from the GitHub side. And so I can just open my repository in an external editor. And if you see on the right there on the screen, you'll see that it says open in Atom. So I can open files in Atom right from there. Okay. And see that here in just a moment. You can go in and set all your preferences however you wish. Okay. You can see I'm signed in as GitHub. My external editor is Atom. My shell is terminal. But I could change my shell to Hyper or whatever else my shell is. Okay. You can also set your theme, and you can also set it to be matching your system theme. Okay. And save those changes. Click Open in Atom. And I can say OK there. And now if I go over here to the Atom editor, and there's my file. Okay. And so I can make a change, save it. Once I save it, I will click back over here and it will refresh and show me that change, and I can just commit that. Okay. And then once I've committed it, I can push it to the server. Okay. That's it.